हाय, हॅलो, नमस्कार. पुण्यामध्ये SLRला श्रीराम लागून रंग अवकाश या 10 ते 15 डिसेंबर या काळात आयपार फेस्टिवल चालू होता. इंडियन थिएटर फेस्टिवल आहे, ज्याच्यामध्ये हंगेरी, इटली, बाहेरच्या देशामधनं लोक येतात. तुर्कीवरनं एक परफॉर्मर आला होता. तर असं हे कोलॅबोरेशन आहे. हे सगळं ज्यांची आयडिया आहे ते प्रसाद वनरसे सर आहेत. खूपच इंटरेस्टिंग आयडिया आहे. तर चांगली गोष्ट काय याच्यामध्ये की बाहेरची जी लोक आहेत, तर बाहेरचं जे कल्चर आहे, काय चालू आहे बाहेर, थिएटर कुठल्या प्रकारचं चालू आहे आणि पुण्यामध्ये काय चालू आहे, हे ह्याचं काहीतरी कनेक्शन लावता येतं. आणि हे शक्य झालं आहे, बाहेरचे परफॉर्मन्स बघणं शक्य झालं आहे विद्यार्थ्यांना, हे प्रसाद सर आणि त्यांच्या टीममुळे. तर त्यांना थँक्यू. आणि आजचा आपण इंटरव्ह्यू घेतला आहे चंद्रदासन सरांचा. चंद्रदासन सर हे कोचीमधले साऊथचे डिरेक्टर आहेत. त्यांचं नाटक आयपारमध्ये पहिल्या दिवशी ओपनिंग शो होता. आयपारमध्ये खूपच मजा आली त्यांचा शो बघून, कारण त्यांनी बाहेरची लोक आली होती, त्यांनी त्यांचं जे कल्चर आहे ते सोडलं नाही. ते कल्चर त्यांनी इन केलं त्या नाटकामध्ये. नाटकाच्या ज्या 2 कन्सेप्ट होत्या, क्लिओपात्रा आणि अग्लेम, या दोन्ही वेगळ्या देशामधल्या स्टोरी आहेत, एक इजिप्त आणि एक लुथियन. तर ह्यांना त्यांनी कंबाईन केलं आपल्या कल्चरमध्ये, आपल्या कल्चर साऊथमधलं जे कल्चर आहे, आणि त्यानुसार त्यांनी परफॉर्मन्स केला आहे. तर आज ह्या इंटरव्ह्यूमध्ये आपण चंद्रदासन सरांची डिरेक्टर प्रोसेस काय आहे, ॲक्टरसाठी काय प्रोसेस आहे, आणि ते कल्चर कसं त्यांनी इन केलं, त्याच्यामध्ये ते ऑड वाटत नाही आणि इंटरेस्टिंग वाटतं. So you are threading in your regional language.
Yeah, I believe in doing the play in the regional language at Jagdal. So if I'm coming to Pune and there is a play to the party,
Right.
when I walk with the Lithuanian people, it goes in Lithuanian language.
Yes. So many people think we can do in English. So played.
I feel, when I tell you, the Lithuanian play which I did, this Agle, the first form,
Right.
was studying in Lithuania. So we did the play in English first. So after 2 weeks, it was all blocked and we have formed it. Then I asked her, so what about doing it in Lithuanian? She said, let us try. I said, you do one thing. Tomorrow when you come, translate one segment into Lithuanian. Study the lines and come. So she did it. I'm asked her to do it in Lithuanian. And I asked her, how do you feel it? She said, it's much comfortable, more Lithuanian. So we shifted the whole thing into Lithuanian.
Okay.
So it's always the mother tongue. It has a problem sometimes, when I want to do a play with National or Delhi. So there are Marathi people, there are Bengalis, there are people from Sikkim, there are from South India. Then it becomes a very chaotic atmosphere. Last time I thought, I don't know, okay, you also agreed that now you do the play multilingual. Means I was doing Shakundalam. Shakuntala speaks in Marathi.
Right.
Dushyant was a Bengali boy. Let him speak in Bengali. And the Kanmo is from Manipur. Let him speak in Manipuri, etc. But it takes a longer time. Yes, I don't know the language, each language, what is he saying, is it this, etc. Finally, we have to come to Hindi.
Right. Right.
So we did in Hindi, but I told the boys that, no, don't worry about accent of the Hindi. See that the language is right, that's all. Do speak the Bengali Hindi. Let him speak the Manipuri Hindi, the way Manipuris speak Hindi. So it is not the important thing. It's how are you speaking English there's no right way of speaking Hindi.
Right.
Who decides the Delhi Hindi is the Hindi? The Bihari is speaking totally different way.
Right.
The Marathis is speaking their own Hindi. So no language. In Malayalam, there's no one Malayalam. The people from North Kerala speaks in their own way. The central part of Kerala speaks a totally different Malayalam. And the South is totally different. So each region has its own flavor of the language.
Culture involved.
Culture is so involved. So all are right.
Yes.
So we need not go for the correctness of it. But the question is, when you're speaking a line, is it carrying the meaning and feeling of what you're saying? That is more important.
Yes, sir. Sir, you did now in Hyper Festival Aglim Cleopatra. Why you did this play, or how? What thing inspired you to connect two stories?
It so happens like that. No, actually, I was invited to Lithuania to donate a play. Just part of an art festival. It's artists from different parts of the world were coming together and doing a workshop on doing painting, all those things. So they have invited people from music, from films, and I was the other person involved in that. They want me to do a play with the Lithuanian actors. How can? So I was intending to do Antony Cleopatra. Means I took the text with me. They're not. We have not discussed the play or anything like that. I like Shakespeare a lot. Even today's workshop, there's a lot of Shakespeare's I came in. I took Antony Cleopatra, and the airport, the person who invited me was waiting for me, and so what are you going to do? They said I was thinking about Antony Cleopatra. Yeah, Antony Cleopatra. Yes. Oh, Shakespeare, we don't like him. He's a colonialist. He was used by the British Empire to spread the colony of the British through. So we don't hide. We have been colonized by many people, by Russia, Poland, Europe, so many countries. So we hate colonialism. And I said, okay, that's fine. We'll be using that play to speak about colonialism. We'll subvert the text.
Right.
And still is Shakespeare. Then I spoke about the serpent element in it, the snake element. So Cleopatra is a snake with venomous Egyptian women who was against the Roman attack. So that serpent element is there. I spoke about the Kerala serpent worship things. And she told me this, a serpent story for us, very dear. She told me this story of this Agile. Right. And okay.
So connecting that.
I thought that, okay, let these two stories go together. Let us see that. So that was sort of idea. And then I started working with the group. We did a workshop for 2 days or 3 days. And there was a wonderful actress, Lina Yankowskete. She was a teacher in a university, teaching theater in university. Very wonderful, wonderful actor. So, and the actors, her friends and the men, they're good, but not to this level. So I said, look, okay, we go start working with her and let us develop the performance of Leopold and Aglaé. Then we'll add the other characters like Sylvanas or Antony or whoever is it, and then develop the place. First part, we work with you. And we started working with her. Working with her, and after some 2 weeks' time, this thing was developed. Then I asked her, why do we need other actors when Antony's lines are there? She's responding to Antony's lines. So then I said, okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just read the lines of Antony from the side. So you can hear it and respond. So for 2 days, we did like that. I was, oh, Cleopatra, I have to go. My wife is dead. What did you say, Antony? Kind of. Okay. After 2 days, she told me, no, I don't want that. You told me, Antony, just imagine that you're said and audience will understand. So it becomes a one-actor play.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a group play with 5 or 6 actors, but it entered it like us.
Oh, so what did you changes in the script? Because
The script, we don't want to, since this was an experimental work like this, I don't want to do the whole story.
right.
The whole story is not there.
Right.
So we just took 3 major incidents from the life of Cleopatra.
Right.
Also from the life of Aglaé. I just took 3 incidents.
Okay.
And then we just established one after another. So, and it's a culmination. So it's one actor taking the life of Aglaé and Cleopatra, 2 tragic heroines, physically, emotionally, and getting it. And both has tragic ends. And but even the story ends. The whole thing is staying on her. So we want to get rid of it. So that's why the culmination scene or the trans thing get lost. I don't want to hear the story again, kind of. It's kind of response, emotional response. So theatrical response, the performance response, you can say. So it has been done like that.
Yes, sir. Sir, you in when I saw play, there is so many layered in that play. Like Aglaé is a different culture. Cleopatra is from Egyptian culture, and you use our culture,
Yes.
which rituals So how you come to rituals? You already decide, or
We just came organically. I didn't plan. One thing I was sure. So when they invite me from India to Europe, it's not to understand to do a European theater. They don't. I did not go there and teach Stanislavski to them. Therefore, more we feel that. And so we don't want to do European theater to Europeans.
right?
So Dina also came, not because no, she cannot do a play. She was a little curious about what an Indian theater director will be doing, how his treatment will be. So I wanted to tell Europe that, we have another kind of performance structure. We have got another approach to aesthetic. We have different kind of performance cultures. So basically, coming from Asia, not just India, basically coming from Asia, it's more performative. It's an actor performing the character, not living the character. So then this ritual Sunday background. See, if we can look into the performance, the story is European.
Right.
The performance also will look like Western life. A lot of Stanislavski, emotional connections, bad physical, contemporary dance moments, all these things are there. But inside it, it is highly Indian. Means you create the space, time, you change emotions, you transform from one to the other very, very smoothly. Emotions, themes, situations, go to the riverside, go back here, go there. So you do this kind of transformations, and this is not a linear narrative.
Right.
It's a narrative of the actor. So it is highly Indian. So Indianness is there in the narrative structure,
Right.
not just in the form. The ritual is the last thing. It's not the first thing. The ritual is just the look. Costume, I didn't want an Indian costume.
Right.
It's just a neutral costume, not much connected to the story. At one point, the costume designer asked me, so many people suggest, why not to have two costumes? Maybe one headgear or something which can amplifies. Two sets, one Cleopatra one, then take it. And so it will be easy for the audience to, no. Let the actor pretend that, no, perform that. There's a slight change in the color hue of the lighting. Then for Agla, it's slightly bluish. And for Cleopatra, it's amber.
Yeah.
So that's there. Two different characters. So just that is enough.
Right.
And no, the not this. One character enters. 5 seconds, he comes. And the time, and the space, a village, a farmer girl, Agle. And then she goes to Agle story. After 1 or 2 changes, the audience already knows that. No, he's the. No, we have to go back and see Cleopatra. And then our face, the light is dim. And they know Agle is going to come back. So we are actually speaking with the audience. So this is it. This is the structure. Okay, you understand it. So you need not use external aids for everything.
So it's like a total theater. So
It's like a photo theater. You use movement, you use music, you means acting, emoting, you use Western things, you use our things. So for me, nothing should just stand out. It should all merge together.
Marichan.
And totally fit. Yeah, that's it.
Yes. When you decide to themes or scripts, so what is your director process? How you were?
It depends on the play to the play. One thing which is important for me is that it should have a contemporary relevance. It should speak about contemporary life. Even in this life of Italy, it's not just a myth. It's about the story of many girls who are forced to marry somebody else and finding peace in that house. Then the society comes in, the brother's family comes in. No, this marriage is not belonging to our tradition, custom, kill him. It can have one story like that. It's about marriages. And it's about love affairs of women, what happens to the women, what happens to them. So all these things are very contemporary. It's not Cleopatra or it's not Aglaé is important. It's the story of the people living right now. That's why people could relate to that. And that's one thing. Whenever I'm doing a play, text, I just look at what is this text speaking about my life, my time, my society. So there should be a content which is contemporary relevant. It's Shakuntala. When you're doing Shakuntala, it's not about the divine love and separation. I found it's about love, a king and a powerful man, a tribal girl, something like that. Person love, forgets her, cheated, discarded. So it's about that kind of reading of the text. So the rereading of the text is it possible so that it speaks about our life. Shakuntala, after seeing Shakuntala, many young girls are crying. So it could, and they could understand also it's about our life, my life, or a story of my friend or what's happening right now. It's like that. So that's the first thing I am looking for. What is the text talking to me about? That's the first thing. Then so that's it. Then I have to find a form, a structure, okay, which can very easily represent the story. It should give two, three things. One, it should give an atmosphere, a sculptural background, so that the story stands. It cannot stand just nowhere. There should be a cultural, maybe that atmosphere, the set, the meal, that create the cultural two-side imagine more, the two-side audience, that intimacy between talking directly. So that thing is there. For Shakuntala, which is, I have got a problem of Kalidasa is a very rich writer, means so many images. I cannot bring the deer, I cannot bring those things. So, but I have to get them into the performance. I used paintings and all the scenes with a lot of flowers, this, that, everything. So we create an atmosphere, a form, which will help you to narrate a story. And it should be something, people should have something to watch. Okay, this is interesting, visually. Oh, that's a good song, that's good music, that's good movement. So it should engage the audience, keep the interest here. And it should also speak about the story. This whole atmosphere, this song also should speak about the story. It will help you to do that. So then that's the second thing. And the third thing is that no, it should give a chance for the performer to perform. So it should give the actor to perform really well. I want to show actors on stage doing roles. Right. Not taking so many images or lighting or technique or technology.
Actor medium.
It's actors medium. I want to protect actors. So the actors will be given space to perform. So these are the three things. We create the scenes. We are not going line by line with the text. We change a lot. But we don't want to rewrite, totally disturb it. We want to keep the text there, but the text is for our purposes. So reading and maybe editing, rewriting, maybe adding a certain scene or that. So that it speaks about my purpose, my super objective of doing this play.
So that play, physical movement is very important and effective. So when you decide that physical movement add or we can only talk only text oriented or so when you decide.
Normally, I have done very realistic plays.
Okay.
I have done comedies. It depends on the text and the purpose. See, it depends again where are you doing it and who are the actor. If I have an actor who cannot do this, there's no point in trying and pressurizing her to do this play. So then I have to find out a form which will suit the actor. What have to change that?
You personally decide actor.
Yes, I have an idea about the form because I have the content. Or rough structure is there. Then I know what all qualities the actor need. Then I may audition. Audition and find out. Actually, she also has been. Has worked with me into other place. But this process of audition, okay, she can do it. Then I work with her potentials. It may be a movement theater with some other actor also, but the movement may change. It may be uh, suiting her.
Right.
So the form, I have a rough idea. I know. So the next play which I am going to do is a comedy.
Okay.
So it's something, some clowning and you see, falling down, singing and dancing. It's all rock music and jazz rock. So they should be able to sing and dance, and it's a comedy.
And what is your process with Arya in that play to for character?
Oh, it's a like we have to start working slowly with this. This is the tension. Come on, do it. Find the movement. We find the one, do it, and okay, change it. Since I already done the play before Hunters of Skeleton,
Right. You know.
I know, and he has to come somewhere nearer to that, and we create from there. So segment by segment. Sometimes I have to give my tell and see, Aya, when you are taking the hand, a little bend there. Don't do too much of this. Keep the energy like that. No, if there's a problem in the diction, in the posture, in the looks, where are you looking? So maybe correct. It won't see a very intelligent actor. So once it's okay, I understand why it is. So she develops it further. So once we have blocked, means the structure, then I gave freedom for her to find out new movements. So I would say, okay, that movement is fine, keep it. No, I don't want that.
Okay.
Just change it. Sometimes I intervene. For example, the movement of the Sylvanas. I said, this is it. Practice it. But that rotating, she hindered it, and I suggested to take it more. So I'll be observing them when they're rehearsing. And I find, okay, she has a tendency to do this. This is good for it. Develop it further. And try this kind of a movement.
Okay.
So we have I have a design with acting. I decide, means it's not just the design of the scene. So there's an acting design. Okay, for the audience also, they are seeing this for some time. Now we have to change so that we have to keep something else. So keep interest. So okay, here,
Perspective.
yeah, here it need not be movement, silence, slow. So that you will be looking more. Okay, this dance out, and then. So this kind of things, I suggest.
You crafted that.
I will craft it like that.
Sir, in that play, there is some movement for actor transitions and emotionally transition physically. So how you? So what is your guidance on how you?
It's we tell them, we discuss and we turn, and this is it. You are thinking about a very romantic kind of thing, and just closing your eyes, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. You hear the news that he is married. So you look up, it's totally different. And to get that idea. So I give that little 5-second transition time and make it very clear. And then I will find whether this is working for her or change it, and then change it, and then finally, okay, fire and fix it. It's working with the actor and finding what is good for her and for the play. But then again, the actor comes in. She very quickly changes from one state to other. If some other actor cannot do that, then I have to find some other different kind of timing and process of technique of transition. But I found that she can do it very quickly. So it depends on the faculty of the actor also. So it's the thing is that when you're doing the play, you have to understand the person. It's a kind of understanding the actor, knowing him or her, and giving him or her those things which they can easily do. And we just also need it, means supplementing or complementing the performance.
Right. The pace of plays very slow, or sometimes it's gradually increasing, but or totally pace is.
Yeah, actually, the pace is actually very purposeful. Like I said, it's Indian. So it has a very slow pace poetic going. Just like we are seeing Kudiyatam. Kudiyatam is a Kerala form where you take a lot of time to complete one sloka. Maybe 1 hour you just explain act one sloka of it. So it's slow placed, watching closely, intensely, understanding it, feeling it, processing it. So the audience also get time to process. But only thing you have to keep them engaged here. And when it comes to little Eldon, she okay, oh, what's it happening? So if it's like that, the pacing is purposeful. It's a poetic rendering. It's not a dramatic rendering. There's no the dramatic conflicts are there in the life of Cleopatra. In her role, it's more drama is coming in. Emotional force is there. For Angle, it's more narrating and transforming. So the characters are also different. The treatment is also different. It so we have to give two characters when one actor is doing. We have to give two paces, two gestures. On one person, the other person is so think about that. Yeah, that's what so that the audience is giving small signs. The audience usually relates. So that is very purposefully done. The narrative